He arrived and was to stay for a week. But to me it seemed like 3 months. Oh, that odious red moustache. One evening, after dinner, Mr. Carruthers had to leave us for a minute to see somebody at the door.
A gentleman to see you, sir.
Will you excuse me? That's better.
Better? In what way?
Better to get the old folk out of the way.
Oh, I don't regard Mr. Carruthers as old.
Oh, yes, but he isn't young. Like us.
I do wish you wouldn't blow smoke in my face, Mr. Woodley.
Oh, I don't believe that for a moment.
What don't you believe?
When women say they wish you wouldn't do something, it generally means the exact opposite.
I mean precisely what I say. Mr. Woodley, will you please leave me alone?
No. To tell you the truth, I won't leave you alone. Not until I've said what's in my heart.
Whatever do you mean?
I'm not very well up in the social graces, but I'm prepared to learn. If you're prepared to teach me.
Oh, this is absurd.
It isn't absurd. I'm asking you to marry me. I mean it. It's from the heart. Money isn't a problem. I did very well out in South Africa. Whatever you're accustomed to, I can give you better. Better than you're accustomed to. Jewelry, diamonds. You want diamonds? Oh, I can give you diamonds.
I don't want diamonds.
Oh, you think about it. I won't rush you.
I've thought about it. And the idea is ludicrous.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. You're very beautiful. Listen, just to show that I know hard feelings. What about a little kiss to be going on with, hmm? Just a peck on the cheek.
Woodley, will you please stop it?
Oh, I told you before about women who say stop it.
No!
The more they struggle, the more fun it is.
Mr. Carruthers, will you stop it?
Get out of this house! All right. I'm going. I'm not interested in old men. In old maids.
I can only offer you my most sincere apologies for what has happened. If I give you my assurance that it will not happen again, for my daughter's sake, will you stay?
Yes. I will stay.
Thank you, Violet.
Mr. Woodley left the house, and I have not seen him since.
The blackguard.
Has there been any change in the behavior of Mr. Carruthers?
No. He continues to be polite and considerate and courteous.
Now, Miss Smith, please continue.
Yes. There is something else. Oh, it may be a mere fancy of mine, but it seems to me that Mr. Carruthers shows a great deal of interest in me. Oh, he has never said anything. He is a perfect gentleman. But a girl always knows.
So I believe.
And I assume that these feelings that you sense from Mr. Carruthers are not reciprocated?
He is a kind and generous employer, but I am already engaged.
Oh, the name of this very fortunate young man is?
Cyril Morton. He's an electrical engineer with the Midland Electric Company in Coventry. We're to be married at the end of the summer.
We wish you joy.
Thank you.
Yet I am puzzled as to why you have chosen to consult me. It is an intriguing story, to be sure. But I sense you are frightened and do not understand why. You seem well capable of protecting yourself.
Please. Help me, Mr. Holmes.
What is it?
I am being followed.
Followed? By whom?
A cyclist. Every Saturday morning, I bicycle from the house to Farnham Station to catch the 12:22 to town. There is one very quiet and lonely stretch of road that lies between Charlington Heath on the one hand and the woods of Charlington Hall on the other. 2 weeks ago today, I was passing this place when I chanced to look back and saw a man, also on a bicycle. The following Monday, when I returned, he was there again.
I see.
And again last Saturday. And again last Monday.
Have you mentioned this to your employer?
Yes. Mr. Carruthers was very concerned and has ordered a horse and trap so that in future I should not travel unaccompanied. But they've not yet arrived.
And this morning?
He was following me again. I slowed down, but he did the same. Then I stopped completely, but he did the same. So, I laid a trap for him. There is a sharp turning of the road, and I pedalled very quickly towards this and then stopped and waited. But he seemed to disappear into thin air.
Can you describe this man? I realize that you've only seen him from a distance.
Yes. He wears a dark suit, dark spectacles, and he has a beard.
Young? Old?
He's about middle-aged.
Now, let me see if I have the geography correct. Here is the road, with a sharp bend in it here. On this side, Charlington Heath, and on the other, the woods of Charlington Hall. How long did you wait for him here around the bend?
Oh, no more than 2 minutes.
So he could not have retreated back down the road?
Are there any side roads?
None along this stretch.
Could he have taken a footpath across the heath?
Oh, the heath is totally flat and bleak. I think I would have noticed him.
So, by a process of exclusion, we arrive at the fact that he made his way towards Charlington Hall. Now, how does Mr. Carruthers make his living?
Oh, he's a rich man.
But no carriages or horses.
Well, at least he's fairly well off.